When you speak French at work, pronunciation isn't just about sounding good. It's about being understood quickly and projecting confidence and credibility. So let's look at 3 common pronunciations errors that often cause trouble. First, the French R. So the French R is pronounced at the back of the throat, never with the tongue like in other languages such as the Spanish R that we roll. R. So here in French, it's from the throat, and it's kind of like if you think of a gargling sound, or like if you're gonna spit or something. So
You really gotta hawk it back.
Si, un rapport, un projet, une réunion, des ressources. Let's move to rule number 2. Most final consonants in French are not pronounced. And a quick reminder, the consonants are all of the letters except those that are vowels, meaning except A, E, I, O, Y. So let's look at a few words. Un projet, un accord, un devis, un prix, un chant. You see, all these words ended with a consonant, but I did not pronounce the consonant. There are 2 important exceptions to this rule. First, if a word ends with an E, in this case we will pronounce the consonant. So if there's a E after the consonant, we will pronounce the consonant. For example, une agente, un compte, une présidente, un service. You heard here I pronounced the consonant that came just before the final E. Another rule is the careful rule. In this case, the C, R, F, and L are often pronounced at the end of a word. Let's hear a few words. Un diagnostic, un fournisseur, un chef, un courriel. You see here the word ends with a consonant, but because those consonants are C, R, F, or L, I pronounced the consonant. Third rule, the nasal vowels. When an N or an M follows a vowel in the same syllable, we do not pronounce the N or the M, because instead the syllable becomes a nasal sound. Let's hear it. The sound en that is created, for example, by AN or EN. Un avantage. Un client. You see here I'm not pronouncing the N with the sound on. Un nom, un compte. I'm not pronouncing the M, the sound un. Un emprunt. I'm not pronouncing the N. So in those cases I'm not pronouncing the N, instead the N preceded by the vowel will form its own nasal sound, and so we do not pronounce the N, it becomes part of the sound. So there you have it. 3 simple rules to improve your professional French pronunciation. And let's recap. Final consonants are silent, except when a word finishes with a consonant and an E, in this case we pronounce the consonant, or if it's part of the careful group, C, R, F, L, we pronounce the consonant. Second rule, nasal vowels, N and M are not pronounced because they become part of the sound. Third rule, the French R is pronounced from the back of the throat. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share in your network. Tell me in the comments, which words do you find the hardest to pronounce in French? Merci et à bientôt sur Frenchready.